Yo, peace and love, everybody. Was good? Gem Star in the building, dropping Gems TV. Yo, what up, Jimmy? Yo, what's the deal with you, bro? What they got you doing now, man? What they got you doing? Yo, Jay-Z, you a wild one for this one, man. You got your boy out here looking crazy right now, yo. Yo, my man Jim Jones out here in Paris for Fashion Week. Jay got this man out here in a purple turtleneck, see-through turtleneck or blouse, whatever that thing is, right? It's a blouse with a halter top underneath, with mad makeup on, nails done up, looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Jay, man, yo, you got your boys looking crazy out here. First Meek Mill, you got Meek Mill bunny hopping out there. You know what I'm saying? With the white people and everything like that. For a bag. Yo. First Meek Mill, now Jim Jones now, right? For those who don't know what I'm talking about, look at this. I'm going to show y'all.
Oh, we toast. Shh. We don't have a suit on. They had niggas in Paris, now they got the gang in Paris. You heard me? Bro, they just give me makeup and doing my nails at the same. Look at my shirt. I'm a model for real. Runway Paris. Don't play with me. You heard? Get it right. You like my see-through? Give you a little Prince vibe with that purple, right? Shout out to Virgil. Shooting for action. Yeah. Hometown like Showtime. I'm a model. Runway. Paris, don't curve.
Alright, we see enough of that. Get interrupted anywhere. But yo, to show you what these people got to do when you sign to a record label, you know what I mean? This nigga Jay-Z got him looking crazy out there, yo. He signed a Rock Nation. So, all this stuff is Illuminati humiliation rituals at its finest. Jim Jones is just another victim. This is one of the steps you got to go through in order to maintain success, you know? And it's insane that this is one of the reasons why a lot of black men in the industry aren't respected at all. And it's a trickling effect because what they do in the industry, these fools in the streets look up to and marvel and idolize because they feel like that's what success is about because they got money, whatever. Like, that's what controls the culture. Like, that's what's a controlled fashion. The streets is what predicts the culture. The streets predicts the fashion. That's how it was back in the days. You know what I mean? It was the street dudes. It was those drug dealers and it was those dudes out there who controlled how hip-hop is supposed to be ran. You know? Not the other way around. Europeans and what you see out there in the industry, these record labels don't portray what the streets is supposed to do. This game is flip-flop. You know what I mean? For you to be in a blood member like non-Trey gangsters, that's what you claim. You know what I'm saying? But you the big homie to Treyway, which is 6ix9ine said. Number one of the rules as far as being the blood, number one is you don't do no spicy or promote spicy content in your lifestyle that's gonna misrepresent the gang. The gang's supposed to be a tough, intimidating, fearful force not to play with. They're supposed to be the protectors of the community. So if you're doing spicy things like wearing halter tops and blouses, going down a runway in Paris, that make the streets look at you like you crazy. They make the streets and the gang itself, because that's one of the original rules for the blood set. You know what I'm saying? They don't promote stuff like that. They don't promote homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? They don't promote none of that stuff that's going to make them any feministic traits. They don't promote as far as you being the blood. That's just one of the original rules of engagement. You know what I'm saying? They don't promote, they don't support none of that stuff. Now, of course, there's some down low dudes and all the other stuff. But the streets dictates how the game's supposed to be played. The industry's supposed to be ran. You know what I'm saying? Because the industry and the labels, they look up to hip-hop culture that came from the streets. The artists and their music independently set the trend for what's going to go out there through the airwaves. The streets determine what's cool and what's out fashion and what's not. The style of clothes that you wear through hip-hop, those rules are embedded in the fine print, in the fabric of street culture. True hip-hop culture is for the streets. You know what I mean? We don't let sideliners, spectators, all them people tell us how our culture is supposed to be ran, but the game got flip-flopped. Now, these days and times, we see the labels and dictating what the streets is supposed to portray. That's why you see people like Jim Jones and Meek Mill and all these other people doing all this suspect spicy stuff in their content just for a bag. You know what I mean? Even some of your favorite rappers like Conway doing certain things for a bag. You know what I mean? This is where other races and other nationalities lost a lot of credibility, lost a lot of respect for how black men carry themselves in society. Facts. It's like black men in society can't stand for nothing when it comes for right or wrong. Can't stand for their own culture, can't stand for their own morals. They let their conquerors, their slave masters, the industry, the label, tell them how to move and how to think. This is where colorism came to form, where they feel like a lot of black men in society, they feel like they have to date outside their races and not support the black women and raising kids, you know what I'm saying, the right way. And they look to other races to quick to raise their kids and marry outside their race as a trophy. They feel like white is right, black is whack. You know what I'm saying? White is the key to success. And you see a lot of black men, if they can't get a white girl, they get something closest to her, like a Spanish girl or a light-skinned girl a lot of times. And it's embedded in their mentality. They've been brainwashed, they've been colonized to think that that's the way for success. That's where colorism came from. You know what I'm saying? You see them doing a lot of homosexual activity for those who are straight, like almost like they gotta force homosexual behavior upon the black man just to keep success or to keep wealth in their home. You see them where people like LGBTQ is heavily support the record industry or the NBA or the whatever, and those artists who are successful in those elite careers, they gotta get down or lay down. Even if they go against the grain in private or uncomfortable in private, in order to maintain their success they have to compromise their values, compromise their morals, even sell out their character and sell their kids off to the slave master like they did in slavery, another form of slavery, just to keep finances flowing in the house. You've seen situations Dwayne Wade with his son now. Sold him out to the industry, or you know what I mean, in support of LGBTQ, where he's supposed to be the parent, he's supposed to be the provider, he's supposed to be the protector, but was willing to compromise, just compromise his values, his morals, lose his protection for his family, lose the moral integrity of his family to promote that, just to keep money in the house because he don't want to be labeled or be on his own way as a regular individual. And it's sad that a lot of black men sell out when it comes to bribes like that. They're willing to extort themselves or allow themselves to be pimped, allow themselves to be extorted by the industry. You look at these rappers. I remember Nori, even Bun B, Ali Vegas, all these different ones told you about the Illuminati yourselves. You see in YouTube yourself, all these different tactics in order to win success, to be rich or famous. These are the doors you have to go through. This is what you have to choose. The right door and the left door. You know what I'm saying? Nori explained it himself, where in order to have a certain in order to be successful, depending on whatever financial bracket you have to go through or want to go through, the left door could be the gate to homosexuality, the right door to be gate to sacrifice. And you see so many successful artists, entertainers, athletes, all these people who chose to bow down to the ways of Satan just for money. Jesus himself said the love of money is the root of all evil. Jesus was tempted on a mountain when he was fasting by the devil himself. He said, I'll give you all these things if you bow down and worship. Jesus said, get behind me, Satan. You know what I'm saying? Your reputation is worth more than whatever money or financial dollars. I don't care if it's $1 billion. You can gain the whole world. What profit does a man who gains the whole world and lose his soul? That's what the Bible said. How many people got so much wealth and still commit suicide? Not happy. So many people don't even have mirrors in their homes, can't even look at themselves because they don't want to be reminded of how much it's a disgrace of the decisions they made to gain that type of success. How many people they crossed and betrayed. How many people they got killed or sacrificed for that money. How many people they sold out just for that money. You know what I mean? Yo, watch those people that be around you. Because the industry got people so materialistically brainwashed, thinking that money is the source of everything, that you can't eat, breathe, sleep without money, to the point where they will do whatever it takes for that dollar. They will sell you out for money. It's like them drug dealers in the past will sell they sisters off. They'll sell their parents off. They sell whoever. They sell that for crack. You know what I mean? They'll do whatever it takes for money. They'll do whatever it takes for money. You know? People will give their kids for that piece of crack. You know? Now you see it in the industry where people will cross each other. You start off in a group. Y'all are successful in a group. The devil will put somebody in your way to try to make you think that you better, or you the backbone of the group and you don't need them, and everybody's really coming for you. to the point where you start getting gassed up and when you want to separate yourself from the group and they want to make you the main artist. And then you start doing a lot of compromising things to be in that limelight. Like, look at Jim Jones, man. Look at the history of Jim Jones. He started off with Cam, right? He was just a hype man, and he was help directing the videos, right? Now, he was loyal to Cam until Dipset started getting bigger and bigger. He started seeing that greed for money more and more, that he started wanting to compromise himself for that money, where he wanted to betray and betrayed his own camp for that piece of money. When Cam got in a beef with 50, look what Jimmy did. You know what I'm saying? He started hanging out in Queens with 50. Him and Joel Santana, because of whatever personal issue with money with Cam, because they wanted to be the main light. They was listening to what 50 was saying, like, Jim, we like you better than Cam anyway, when they was beefing. He shows where his loyalty stood at. His loyalty to himself and for his own pockets. He willing to trade out on national TV in front of the world and sell out his own man, Cam, and side with his enemy, 50. Then, when Rock Nation went through their little issues, when Rockefeller went through the issues with Damon J, right? He Dipset member. Where your loyalty stand? He jumped ship and went with Jay-Z over his own childhood friends. The ones who put him on with the game. He had Dame Dash right there. He could still be relevant with Dame Dash. He the one who made Jay-Z. What he do? Jump ship inside of a Jay. Show where his loyalty lied. He's only out for himself. When Dipset was out in Chicago, they had beef out there in Chicago. Right? Jojo Capone, cool with Cam, decided to help Jimmy out. He never paid Jojo Capone for his protection. Slid on him. You know what I'm saying? Look at Stack Bundles, R.I.P. Stack Bundles had beef in Far Rockaway, Queens, his own hood. He the one who wrote that song Ballin'. That was Stack Bundles' song Ballin' for Jim Jones. He had beef. Jimmy know they was looking for him. Stack Bundles asked him, listen, I need a spot to get out of here. I need to get out of Queens. I need a spot to lay low in. He could have given that spot in Jersey where Jimmy had. Jimmy shitted on him. You know what I mean? Now look. Stack Bundles got killed. He was signed to Jim Jones. Bird Gang, right? Riot Squad and all them. What happened? What we did with Max B. Max B still in jail, right? Max B wrote the publishing, all that stuff belonged to Max B. He wrote a lot of his lyrics for Jim Jones to get on. He never paid Max B. Never put him on independently. Shitted on him. Now, they did a song later on, trying to make bygones. Is he taking care of Max B? I highly doubt it. Is he putting money on his books while he locked up? I highly doubt it. Is he repping Max B or shouting Max B out anywhere? You don't even hear him anywhere. Right? Look at the destruction of Bird Gang, man. Now they Mount Murder order. He was officially, was supposed to be, with Bird Gang. Snow Billy too at first. They're supposed to be a subset of Bird Gang. Right? Now they line with Treyway. Still, Jim Jones is the big homie. Non-Trey Bloods, Treyway. Jim Jones led the daggone wiretap, giving orders to Murder to put super violate Tekashi 6ix9ine and the security team, which led the feds to run down and arrest all of them just to protect 6ix9ine. That's how all of them in the Fed joint right now are for Jimmy. You know what I mean? How are they locked up and Jimmy not? Was he an agent? People asking. Could be. His file case is sealed. You know what I'm saying? That's phone of destruction non-Trey. You don't see him repping non-Trey like that. You know what I mean? Not no more. How come he didn't go under indictment and get charged like the rest of them? Look what happened in Atlanta. With that going, they got those guns and drug charges. He had made a deal with them people in the car to take the rap for him, take the charges, and he'll take care of them. He ghosted them. They looking for Jimmy. They got beef because he ghosted them. You know what I mean? The track record alone. Now he with Lobby Boys. Now he with Lobby Boys. He just got a beef with Freddie Gibbs. Now that beef with Freddie Gibbs is that for clickbait, just for everybody to sponsor his song for his album of Lobby Boys. Seemed like it to me. Seemed like a gimmick, creative, a beef or whatever like that. A not sincere beef, just to get relevant, so people could sponsor his album. And his album flop. I ain't seen nobody too people playing that song. Period. You know what I'm saying? But look at that name, Jim Jones alone. He got that name of a cult leader. Look at the symbolism of that name. Names create spirits. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your name is, the spirit behind that name start affecting your character. Like Jim Jones was a cult leader who led the People's Temple in the 70s, the late 70s. You know what I mean? They murdered a congressman, and he led his cult following to commit suicide/murder by drinking poison because they was being investigated by the feds off the congressman's death. So, look at the symbolism. Treyway went down by the hands of Jim Jones, while he's still running around. And now he Lobby Boys now. Left them out there for dead, it seemed to me. Is he putting money on any of them books? Highly doubt it. You know what I mean? So, it seemed like he definitely got a 360 deal through Rock Nation. He had his merch, Vamp Life and all that stuff. I don't know how successful it went. But with 360 deals, they pretty much profit off of you as a brand. So if you got clothes, your music, your tours, commercials, everything about you, this runway stuff, this fashion stuff that's going on in Paris, all that stuff what he's forced to do, it's a humiliation ritual on top of that, because he's not about that life. You know, he looked uncomfortable going down the runway with that baggy suit. It's like they trying to moisten him up for the real, you know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like to me, and he knows it, and he's not comfortable with it. You know? He knew that his friends are going to laugh at him, seeing him with that purple blouse. He's trying to find ways to laugh it off. You see, he gets no respect, not even in the Gucci store when he try to purchase $29,000 worth of merchandise. And they still got racially profiled. Still they didn't give him not even a manager to help him in this situation when he felt he was being mistreated. They even totally ignored this man. You know what I mean? And was there for 2.5 hours asking for service. It shows you he's not relevant. It shows you because the example that he's leading to society is how a lot of people in society, other races, view us as a culture. You know what I mean? We'll take your money, but we don't give you no respect. Because you don't respect yourself. You don't respect your family. You don't raise your kids right. A lot of issues with the black men is stereotypes is that they'll bail out on a black woman. You know what I'm saying? They'll rather deal and raise somebody else's kids, like a white, Spanish, or whoever other nationality, over the black woman, and then leave the kids out there for stray. Which makes these kids forced to try to be on their own, looking to the streets, or try to get a record deal, feeling that's the only way for success. And they get approached by these pimps, extortionists, to give them 360 deals, and also sacrifice and profit off of their death by either choosing the homosexuality route in order to get money. So you deconstructing your race as a nation, you deconstructing everything about your race as far as like depopulizing it. You know what I'm saying? To erase the black man from existence. Or go the sacrificial route where you making all this drill music. Your homies get killed. We profit off their death. Get another one in your place. They get killed. You profit off their death. You kill off their enemies. You sacrifice your family members or whatever, for the price of fame. Just to be successful, just to think that you're relevant, and even leaving in the limelight, you're still not being treated with respect. You're still not being looked at as equal, no matter how much money you got. Even Jay-Z felt that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much money he got, he still didn't get the fair treatment that he wanted to get. You know? It's a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? It's totally... That's why, kids, if you got skills, if you got talent, yes, be original, like I always tell you. You don't got to follow these jokes out here in the industry, because they're leading you to hell, man. They're leading you to the hellfire. The hellfire as far as being ashamed of your lifestyle, your characters that you choose by the way they telling you what to wear, what not to wear. Knowing if you not about certain lifestyles and they got you wearing certain clothes promoting them lifestyles. They got you representing certain brands that promote other lifestyles that you're not about. You know what I'm saying? Just for a bag. Your reputation is everything. If you got to sell out your own friends and family for that money, it's not worth it. Because you got to walk them streets eventually someday. What goes up must come down anyway. You ain't going to stay up for long. All these people claiming they a boss like Rick Ross, claiming they got all this money, but crying and complaining about his trees being cut because they charged him $10,000. I thought you was a boss. I thought you had it like that. You spend on that money in the strip clubs and tricking on the videos like you got it like that, but you crying on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Look at Meek Mill bunny hopping everywhere for that money. Just to be down with the elites. But he got no respect wherever he go. You know what I'm saying? No respect. It shows you it's not worth going into the industry, selling yourself with these 360 deals with these labels. If God's meant for you, if you got a skill and talent, give it to God. Pay your tithes, an offering. Trust God for your stuff, as long as it's aligned on, and just do it that way. Or chill out with all that stupid spending. You know what I'm saying? Buying up all these unnecessary cars. You only drive one car. You know what I'm saying? Buying all these clothes, buying this and that there, putting yourself further and further in debt. Get a team that can make beats. You don't gotta go with these people that assign you their labels and their ghostwriters and their beat makers to rip you off $300,000 for beats to be made and giving you all these tour buses and private hotels and jets, throwing your money that you was loaned to as advance money for, that you have to pay back, and whatever profit you do get, you still be in debt. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, yo. They just, for your soul to be owned, bro. It doesn't make sense, man. I know I'm running on and on and on. You get the point where I'm coming from, man. Don't follow these jokers, man. Jim Jones and the rest of them, man. They'll sell you out. He already sold himself out. It's an Illuminati ritual here. He's not comfortable going through it. He doesn't want to go through it. You've seen it already. He's being controlled. And he got no respect in the hood, man. His family don't respect him, man. You know what I mean? Don't follow these dudes, man. Easy.